Hey everyone, Boom Shikha here. I'm excited today to be speaking to you about this topic. As you can see, I've been asking myself this question over and over again, and I've been asking other people as well. Why do you think the community in Chiang Mai is so amazing? I seriously have no words to describe this community to you. I came into Chiang Mai thinking I'm going to get a lot of work done, and yes, I'm getting my work done, but I never expected to make these friendships and meet these people that are truly going to be my friends for the rest of my life. These are people who are absolutely changing my mindset. They're helping me become a fuller human being. They're helping me believe better in myself. They're my guardian angels. They're my advocates. They're my cheerleaders. And these are people I've met maybe a couple of months ago, max. I came here in October, so it's been almost 4 months, but a lot of these friendships I made, a month or 2 months into my stay here. And so the question I ask myself, and like I said, I ask a lot of people, is why does Chiang Mai do this? Why and how does it bring all of these amazing people together? What causes the community in Chiang Mai to be so awesome? Why is this place so magical? Why are we able to create such amazing products and such bonds in Chiang Mai? And I've had the privilege of having a chat with one of my really good friends here. I am so honored to be able to call her my friend. Her name's Janie Lin. And if you ever come to Chiang Mai, you have to meet up with her. She's amazing. But she had a conversation with one of her friends, and they came up with this theory that I really, really wanted to share with you guys. So even though it's almost 11 o'clock at night here and I just came back after a long day, I am energized to share this idea with you. And so the idea is based on Abraham Maslow's hierarchy of needs. Now, if you don't know what that is, Abraham Maslow is a psychologist, and I don't know if he's still alive, but he created this hierarchy of needs, and he said that we need to satisfy this pyramid of needs, and we satisfy it going up a level. So at the bottom of the level is physiological needs. So food, shelter, things like that. So once we satisfy that, then we can go on to the next need, which I believe is security. And then once we go over that, we go to psychological needs like love. Once we go over that, we go to self-esteem, which is the second last level. And the last level in this pyramid is self-actualization. You can just Google this. It's a very commonly talked about piece of psychology. And it's really apparent when you actually move to Chiang Mai, because in Chiang Mai, our physiological needs and our community needs and all of the needs below the pyramid are satisfied instantaneously, not only because it's very cheap, but because the community here is very accepting, very kind. You feel a sense of belonging right away. So not only are you able to buy this cheap food, get cheap accommodations, so you don't have to worry so much about your security or your physiological needs, but you can take care of the pyramid below really easily. So what happens is that you're able to move up faster to the self-actualization part of your exercise, your self-actualization part of your life. And in this way, what you're doing is that you're able to move to that part of your pyramid where you can take care of your self-actualization needs right away, because you've already taken care of the pyramid below, right? And in self-actualization, you're basically taking care of things that are important to you in terms of values. You're taking care of things that make you feel alive. You're taking care of things that make you feel fulfilled. You're doing things that, like opening an online business based on your passion, or you're doing videos like this because it makes you feel alive, things like that, right? But what happens back home in countries like Canada, the US, Europe, Australia, is that the amount of money that you need in order to take care of your food and your basic physiological needs like shelter and transportation are so exorbitant that most of your income goes in taking care of your physiological needs. And because of that, you don't have, not only do you not have the time to take care of your self-actualization needs because you're so busy working to pay your bills, but you also have no money left over to take care of all the different things that you want to do. You don't have money left over to take music lessons or singing lessons. Not only don't you have the time, but you don't have the money to take care of all of these things either. So in that regard, what happens is that you are too busy fulfilling your physiological needs. You're too busy paying the bills of your shelter, your mortgage, your food bills, your transportation costs, like your car insurance and your car payments and gas. And within all of those different bills, all of your money that you earn in a month is gone. And so you cannot move up the pyramid to take care of any of your other needs. You can't take care of your community needs because you don't have the time for it. You're basically working long hours to pay your normal bills. You don't have time to take care of self-esteem because you just don't have time for it, nor do you have the money for it. And so in these countries, a lot of times people are not able to not only live fulfilling lives, but also they're not able to start businesses of their own or work with their passions because they're too busy just getting by. They're just too busy making sure that there's food on the table and there's a roof over their head. And in that regard, they're not able to live self-actualizing lives. In Chiang Mai, that's switched around, right? Because you're able to really reduce the cost of living here. The cost of renting a beautiful apartment in Chiang Mai is $200 to $300 US. The cost of food is $1 to $2 a plate, up to $5 if you really want to go fancy. The cost of transportation is max $1 per ride, even less than that sometimes. So in that regard, you're basically spending maybe $15 to $20 a day, really, if you stretch it. And that's you really living luxuriously. And in that way also, you have to earn less money in order to, sustain your lifestyle here. So you're not working really, really long hours. You can work less hours. And then you can focus most of your time on learning about yourself. You can learn about what makes you tick, what you really want to do with your life, what will actually make you feel fulfilled, what will make you feel truly alive. And then you can focus the rest of your time on building a business or building something around your passions. So you feel self-actualized and you're able to use your creativity. You can use your talents, your abilities, your true zone of genius, as Gay Hendricks calls it in the Big Leap. And so Chiang Mai actually really changes the game here. And I believe that is the reason why so many of us come here, and we love it, obviously, but we come back over and over again. Because what will happen is that we go back maybe we go to Europe or Australia or some other part of Asia or wherever it might be, and then we have the sense that something is missing. We realize that not only are we spending way too much time taking care of our basic needs, food, shelter, etc., but we don't have the time, because of all the work that we're doing, to take care of our self-actualizing needs. And Abraham Maslow says that every human's ultimate need is to be self-actualized. That's our ultimate need. That's basically what he's saying, is that if you don't feel self-actualized, then you haven't completed what you came to this earth to do. Basically, you're not living a life that's going to be fulfilling to you. You're going to live a life, a humdrum, mediocre, shitty life that you're going to go through just because you're getting through the days, because you have to get through the days, but you're not going to live a life that you get up every morning and you're excited to be alive. Abraham Maslow says once you take care of the bottom pyramid, you can go on to self-actualization. But what if you can live in Chiang Mai and just completely cut out the bottom pyramid? You can just basically take care of it instantaneously. And then you can move on to self-actualization quite quickly. That will change the game for you. And that is one of the reasons I absolutely recommend Chiang Mai to everyone I speak to. It's a great jumping off point for any digital nomad, obviously, but it's a great jumping off point for any online entrepreneur. It's a great jumping off point for anyone who's interested in building a life that they find absolutely fulfilling and gratuitous, a life where they wake up every day and they know that they're living to the max of their potential. You see, when we're not living to our potentials, when we're living mediocre lives, it's not that we're living mediocre lives that really upsets us. It's because we are living below our potential. And that is the thing that upsets us. It's not life itself that matters. Knowing that there is music still inside of you, that you're not playing to the full potential. It's knowing that you have all these amazing skills and talents that you've been put on this earth for, but you're not actually using them. That is what really is upsetting to us when we're living mediocre lives. Life itself is fine. You know, I lived an amazing life back in Toronto. I mean, it was amazing to everyone else who saw it from the outside. I had a job that made me really good money. I had a great boss. I had really great colleagues. I lived in a beautiful condo downtown Toronto. I went out with my friends. I did all that. But was I self-actualized? And the real answer is no. And that is the reason I felt so restless and depressed. And that's the reason why I use shopping as a form of therapy. That's the reason I use food as a form of therapy. That's the reason I use yoga and exercise as a form of therapy. Because I did not feel fulfilled. Because I needed something more. My soul, my spirit was crying out for it. Because it knew that it was capable of so much more, that it was bigger and better than this, but it was living in the small little box that I had created for myself. And I knew I could be bigger than this. I knew I could be bolder than this. I knew I could do more, but I wasn't doing it because I was stuck paying the bills. I was stuck taking care of my physiological needs. So once you can take care of that bottom pyramid by moving to a cheap city like Chiang Mai, where the community is awesome, they're really welcoming, they really take care of you, they're always building up your self-esteem by telling you that you can do anything that you put your mind to. You can take care of the bottom pyramid. You can move on to self-actualizing life, living a fulfilling life and a self-actualized life faster, stronger, better. I hope that makes sense to you. I do get a little passionate about this topic because I really do care about ensuring that everyone can get to this point where I'm at, where every moment of my life is filled with magic and miracles. And I know you want that for yourself as well. Even if right now it's a little bit hard to believe, it is possible for every single person on this planet. And I believe this truly. I'm not just saying this. And so this is the reason I'm creating these videos for you. And if you find them useful at all, please do share them with a friend or a family member that's down in the dumps, that needs a little bit of motivational psychology, who needs to be told how to live a different life, who needs to be told that there is a better life out there and it's possible, and it doesn't really cost that much if you really move to Chiang Mai. So again, if you guys have any questions, any comments, any feedback, you can message me anytime. I love you all. Thank you for spending time with me. Thank you for listening to me. Have an amazing night or an amazing day wherever you are. I'll talk to you soon. Bye for now.